Prime Minister's defended President Trump's decision to withdraw US troops from northern Syria. Live now to political reporter Trudy McIntosh in Canberra. Trudy, Scott Morrison's keen to focus his criticism on the Turkish government's actions.
That's right, Annalise. The Prime Minister really focusing in on Turkey here. He doesn't want to be publicly criticising the United States for their actions and the withdrawal of these troops out of northern Syria. He says this is a sovereign decision for President Trump and that he's not going to be making this broad commentary on whether that is a right or wrong thing to do. Now, today he's revealed that he has had a conversation with the United States overnight about this, but the Prime Minister's office is not revealing who that conversation was with. So it's not clear at this stage whether that was a conversation with President Trump or whether it was with a lower-level official. Nonetheless, the Prime Minister not keen to criticise the United States over this troop withdrawal.
The decision of the United States is a matter for them. It's a sovereign decision of the United States. It's not for me to run a commentary on it. They're their troops. They are deployed by the US government, not by Australia or anyone else. This decision is consistent with statements that the President has been making for some time. That is just a statement of reality.
So it's interesting to note here that the Prime Minister does not want to be critical of the United States when it comes to the troop withdrawal, and that does put him at odds with some of even Donald Trump's closest allies. You'll remember that Lindsey Graham, the Republican senator, he's been very critical of the President on terms of this troop withdrawal. The Prime Minister clearly not wanting to get into that. And it's worth remembering Australia has a very big stake in the security of this region. There's up to 80 Australians believed to be caught up in northern Syria. And that's something that the government is working on. They're worried about the return of these foreign fighters if they are allowed out of these camps. Here was the Home Affairs Minister a short time ago.
These are people that would, in our judgment, not all of them, but some of them have the capacity and the potential to come back here to cause a mass casualty event. So I don't think it should come as any surprise to people when we say that we're not going to send our soldiers or our staff through the Foreign Affairs Department or my department into harm's way.
Now, a lot of these Australians had been caught up in ISIS detention camps in northern Syria, and it's believed that now that the Turkish forces are invading Syria, that the Kurdish forces who've been protecting these bases are not going to be able to stay there, and that we could see a flood of these foreign fighters to Europe and also potentially back here in Australia.